Welcome. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how blueprints work, how to make steel, how to make cemented carbide, how does drones work, how does helicopters work, and more security craft things. And one more villager job. So let's get into it. So first, let me show you how blueprints work. So if we search blueprints, we got we got here blueprints for the Here we got blueprints for guns and for vehicles and some turrets. So first, let me show you how the gun blueprints work. So if we take, I don't know, the M4A1 blueprint. So you can't do, right now you can't do anything about it. But if we look at the M4A, M4A1 in the Suburban Warfare, as you can see, we need smithing table, and we need steel, rare material pack, and blueprint. So, if we grab ourselves a smithing table, and the steel, we need this one, and the rare material pack, this one. Now, if we combine this, and for blueprint, rare material pack, and steel ingot, we got ourselves an A4. And this works with every gun in the game that's supported by blueprint. So, the most useful gun, in my opinion, is the javelin. This. We need javelin blueprint, legendary material pack, and ancient CPU. So we grab javelin blueprint, legendary material pack, and ancient CPU. And if you can see, we put the blueprint here, and now we got ourselves a javelin missile. I meant the javelin. Now, how to make the javelin missile? First, you can craft it by medium anti-ground missile, or by these items, or you can trade it with the villager. And I did already show you that you can lock onto that this works by locking. And so this does make every gun for the blueprint. No, I meant like not the lock. So, and our second type of blueprint, these blueprints. And these ones are used for the towers. So first you're gonna grab the assembly something, the what's it called? The vehicle assembling table. Yep. And now if you go to the fixed weapon, as we can see here, you need one blueprint, cannon core, and steel blocks to make it. So if you wanted to make this, you need to find the blueprints, not for these three, but for these big ones you need. And I don't think there are any blueprints anymore. They're just from the create secondary catechism. I don't really know what this is. The secondary catechism blueprint. Oh, this thing. Okay, so this should be the blueprints, and let's go to the how to make a steel. So, how to actually make a steel ingot? So, if you wanted to make steel, you will need to smelt coal iron powder to get one steel ingot. And how do you make coal iron powder? You will need coal powder and iron powder. And how do you get iron powder or coal powder? you need one iron ingot or one coal powder. You will need both, and you need to craft a hammer. It doesn't really matter which one. In my opinion, the best is diamond. It crafts like this. You need two sticks, any block. If you are making gold hammer, you will need gold block and two golds. If you're making an iron hammer, you will need one iron block and two irons. And let me show you. If we get the hammer, the diamond one, and we get coal, if you put it in the crafting table, you can just powder it like this, and it takes durability. And iron, if we take one iron, we can powder it too. And now we just craft it into coal iron powder. And now we just put it in furnace. Oh, sorry, in a blast furnace actually. Now you just wait until it until it makes. Now you got yourself a steel ingot. Pretty simple, right? So now let's get onto the carbon cemented ingots. And so how do you make the carbon wait, it was right here. The cemented carbide ingot. And you can make it from raw cemented carbide powder. And how do you make that? You will need coal powder and iron powder, which I did show you how to make. And then you need tungsten powder. Tungsten powder is from tungsten ingot, the same by hammer. And you can get tungsten by scheelite ore or just melting raw scheelite. Scheelite ore is pretty simple to find, not gonna lie. I've found so much. And so if we got ourselves the tungsten ingot, now we got iron ingot. Where is it? And the coal. First you will need actually 4 tungsten ingots. No, you will need 7. You will need 7 tungsten ingots. You powdered that. Now 1 iron ingot and coal. Now you just mix it by like this. And now you get yourself a raw cemented carbide powder. But you got 8 powders, so that means 8 ingots. I mean, a cemented carbide powder is not that pretty hard to make, but always take the scheelite ore, you'll need it. And this is how you get the cemented carbide ingot. So, I'm gonna show you how drones work now. You'll need yourself a drone and a monitor. You can make drone by 2 propellers, 1 compass, 2 motors, 2 iron nuggets, and 1 cell. You can make cell by 1 gold nugget, redstone, and iron nugget. You can make motor by redstone dust, copper, and lapis, and 1 iron nugget. So, if you're done it, you can just place it on the ground and link it with the monitor. Now, you can go up by space and go down by shift. As you can see players. We got ourselves a range, health, and even a zoom, which you go by the mouse wheel. So this is Tasman Devil. I'm a devil. And here we got the zombie which just disappeared. And if you can see, it's saying ammo. If you want to get out of it, just right click. And it's just right here. Now, if you wanted to equip it with ammo, you will need yourself an RPG, if I'm right. Not RPG, but RPG ammo. This RPG rocket. This wasn't supposed to happen. See, you can equip it like this. And now it's on kamikaze mode. And what this means, you can actually bump players. So I don't see anyone here. All right, here is a zombie. Yep, I just clicked and it just did a very big boom. Same as with this one. Just kamikaze. And if I'm right, you can actually equip it with gun. I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I don't think so. You can actually, I think you can actually only put the RPGs on it. So this should be all the drones covered. So now let me show you how helicopters work. Oh, we don't need that. So first, you're gonna need yourself a vehicle assembly table. And now in the aircraft, and here you just see that this is a helicopter. Another helicopter is right here. This is the most efficient one. Here are some jets. Here's another helicopter. There's another one. Here's, I would say this is helicopter 2. And here helicopter 2. So I'm gonna show you how the little bird works. So first you need yourself a crowbar to open it. And now it doesn't have any energy. So grab yourself, I'm gonna use the creative charging station. And if you want it to shoot rockets and ammo, you need small caliber rockets and small caliber shells. Now I'm gonna take the, okay, I'm not gonna need to take anything. Now you're just gonna put it right here. And how you get up is not by you can go up by space or W. As we can see on the right, there's some kind of meter, if you can see. And that indicates how fast we want it to go. So if it drops below, like this, it will go down. If it goes up from the bar, in the middle of the bar, it will go up. I know it sounds easy, but it is. Now, how do you actually turn? You can turn by mouse or just by A and D. F5s show you like this. And now, how do you actually land? So first, you're gonna need to hold S to just decrease your power. Okay, holy lag. And now just hold shift to completely land. And now I have landed successfully. Now we're gonna go up and we're gonna use the ammo.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
You can bomb your friends with this
Terrain. Too low, terrain.
or anyone. It's just up to you. Now I'm just gonna land. Okay, so this should be the helicopters covered. I'm gonna maybe show you that big one. One more. This one maybe could work. Now this is for actually 7 people, which is pretty great. And it's got yourself and here guns, if I can see right. You cannot shoot. And this will be for you a little bit harder because you cannot see the, what is it called, how fast you're going, and the bars. So this one is the most beginner friendly. Now I don't know how to put the gear up, and this should be all for the helicopters. So now I'm gonna show you how the security craft works. Let me just show you right here, or you can just find it. Security craft right here. Now, I did show you how the passcode protected things work, keypads, the keycards, and the mines with the sentries, and the cameras. So I'm gonna show you the username logger, inventory scanner, and retinal scanner. So if we grab ourselves a reinforced door, we just do this. Now if you look at the block, it opens, and if you look at it one more time, it closes. Just need to do it like this. Oh well, it doesn't close. So it just emits a redstone signal if you look at it, which could be some useful. And now the inventory scanner. Now you need it like this, and this thing will show up. Now it doesn't do right now nothing, but if you actually get the redstone module with the storage module, redstone module and the storage, yep, you need now prohibited items. You can put, I don't know, the cemented carbide ingots. Now if someone like goes through it, it doesn't do nothing. But if you equip it with a redstone module, now it will make a redstone signal if the cemented carbonate ingot will be in your inventory. And now store items, you want this too, and this will do that. If you go to the inventory scanner, it will take out your carbide ingots. Not me, because I'm the owner, but if someone goes through it, it will just disappear and be in the in the storage. And you can actually make something good, because if it finds the ingot, it will emit a resonant signal. So you can make siren. I know there's siren if I'm right. Oh, alarm. Now, if someone goes through it, or you just throw the thing. Um, yep, it works. It doesn't work on me because I am the owner. But if someone just goes in, this alarm will make a sound. Okay, so now let me show you how the username logger works. Now, it's nothing pretty much. It can just do almost nothing with it. But if you equip it with pressure plate on it, like this, if someone steps on the pressure plate, this will just show up that you walked through this. It doesn't register me because I'm the owner, but if some friend will just go on the pressure plate and steps on it, it will show that, I don't know, your friend name and what time and when, which is the same thing. This is pretty useful if you're building an underground base with some doors. You can equip the username logger, and then you will see that if someone has been in your base. Now we got the block change detector. This works that if someone breaks or plays on a block, it will just, if I break this, it doesn't work because I'm the owner. But if someone breaks a block or puts some, this will show coordinates where, name, and where, when. So it will show up, I don't know, when speed 200, at 4 p.m. and what block was placed or broke. And this should be maybe for now. The doors work the same. You can see the keypad door. You put code, it will open up. And the scanner trapdoor is the same. You just look at it and it opens. Same with this door. You look at it, opens up. And here, the same with the passcode. Now, we have one more thing. As I said, we have one more thing, which is gun reforge table. So now, this thing is pretty useful. You can actually reforge your guns in this. I don't remember, I think it's like, this is for suburban warfare. I don't actually know how does this work because I didn't really use this. But this is almost one of the most useful thing in the suburban warfare. So look, if we trap a villager, okay, let me make a better one. Now he takes this job and he can sell 1 emerald for small caliber shells or sniper ammo. It's absolutely random. So let me just get a bunch of emeralds and see, these small caliber shells are for the helicopters and planes. He can sell us now steel barrel and even blueprints like taser blueprint. He can sell us more ammo and more blueprints. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna need more emeralds. And see, large anti-ground missile can sell us now. And this is for, if I'm right, for some of the planes. But I don't think that you can. No, you can't craft the javelin missile. Oh, you got one more. So if you ever like need some rockets, you can just trade it too. And he can actually sell more. And at the last rate, he actually sells perks. Increases damage against bosses, and defeating small mobs will particularly reload your weapons magazine. This villager is pretty awesome. So if you're building some villager hall or something, you actually need this villager. And that should be everything in this video. I hope actually you like this. Um, I do not have anything more to say. I hope you liked this tutorial. Like and subscribe. And good night.